like trying to hit a 100-yard shot.
Oh, wait, there's a game on here. It'll tell you what to hit.
Yards.
I'm trying to hit 100, hit 99. So if you're like me and you're a total golf nerd, you're looking for a way to improve your game or maybe extend the golf season, then this video is definitely for you. Today we're going to be reviewing the Sc200 from Voice Caddie or Swing Caddie, which is the smallest, lightest, and most economical launch monitor on the market. So selling for $350 US, this launch monitor, which is portable, has some of the same tech that you'll find in TrackMan and GC Quad. Well, actually, it has 50% the amount of tech, but we'll get into that in a minute. More technically, after you put 4 AAA batteries in, turn it on, you want to position it about 4 to 6 feet behind your ball, and that is it. That's how you set it up. It also has a handy remote, and this is going to come in handy because you need to select the club that you're hitting, and sometimes you even need to adjust the loft. But again, we'll get into that a little later. It also has a barometric pressure calibration, so it doesn't matter if you're playing at elevation or de-elevation, it compensates for that. It also uses Doppler radar technology, which I thought was only reserved for weathermen on the Creme 2 news network, like Dan Kleckner. How does my brain think of that and can't remember where my keys are right now?
But the key to the forecast, right before this thing makes landfall, it is going to be deflected by Godzilla. Now,
so with the Sc200 in practice mode, it can measure ball speed, swing speed, smash factor, and carry distance. There's also target mode where you can play mini games where it gives you distances and you gotta try to hit them. And one of the coolest features that I thought was gonna be corny or cheesy corn, is the actual voice. So it reads your distance aloud in a robot's voice. Okay, why everybody came here. Let's talk accuracy. Again, my nerd is gonna start showing here, but for all of my clubs in my bag, I know my swing speed, my approximate ball speed, which leads to smash factor, and I definitely know my carry distance. So I feel like I might be Voice Caddie's arch enemy here because I know what these numbers should be. So I don't know if I caught it on a good day or if the conditions were just right, but I was shocked. My very first swing, 7-iron, just easy, not swinging too hard. I want to hit a 170 shot. It went almost exactly 170. And then once I got warmed up with the 7-iron, 180, 185, like my exact numbers.
187 yards.
So then I thought, okay, let's move up to the 3-wood. I just got a new 3-wood. I know how far it goes. And again, it was giving me the good numbers, 275, 285.
286 yards.
Okay, so then it came time for the driver. And this is the ultimate litmus test, because again, full nerd, my swing speed is between 115 and 120. My smash factor is usually like 1.45 to 150. And I know my carry distance. So bring it on, Sc200. I know what this should do.
306 yards. 310 yards.
So yes, it was accurate, but it was almost too accurate. And that's what started opening up some concerns for me. So numbers were right. Swing speed, ball speed, carry distance, everything was spot on. But everything was almost too consistent. I probably hit 20 drives, and my variance from my shortest to longest was only about 15 yards.
308 yards.
And it felt like my my middle distance 307, 308. I hit those numbers 5 or 6 times each.
yards,
So then I started thinking about it a little more. Remember the start of this video when I said it has half the technology like TrackMan and GC Quad? And that's because it's not measuring launch angle, angle of attack, and spin. So with those 3 variables and the other 3 variables that the SC200 does measure, that's why you can get a wider discrepancy when you're testing all of those aspects. But we're not. Now again, full nerd, but how you hit the golf ball is gonna significantly affect those numbers. Example 1 is gonna be loft. So if you're hitting down on the golf ball, you're de-lofting the golf club. Alternately, if you're hitting a flop, you're opening up the club face and adding more loft. But on the swing caddy, because you're inputting the club you're hitting and inputting the loft, it's not measuring the actual loft you're hitting the ball at. It's just measuring the loft of that club. So if you hit down on the ball or hit up on the ball, it's not gonna measure that. And that's because this is all it's doing is some simple math, right? It's measuring your swing speed times the ball speed at this loft equals X amount of yards distance. It's math. And why this is a big case with the driver is because you can cue Rory and Brandel Chambly getting in a Twitter chirp fest. But lots of people hit their driver differently, and especially now with the Bryson era and guys chasing speed and distance in games, lots of the long drivers are hitting up on the golf ball. So A, you're gonna have a positive attack angle, and B, the amount of force you're swinging your driver at, you're actually adding loft to the driver. So you usually have a launch angle of like 14 or 15 degrees. But on the Voice Caddie, because you enter the loft of your driver, I entered mine at 9 degrees because that's the type of driver that I use. That's the measurement that it's taking. So it doesn't matter if you're hitting up on the ball or if you've got more of an attack angle or launch angle, it's not measuring that, it's just measuring the speed. But aside from those, not even inconsistencies, to consistency of the driver and kind of my fairway woods, the irons are super accurate. And I wanted to challenge this. So this is the craziest thing that was super eye-opening for me. I grabbed a 56-degree wedge, wanted to hit a 3/4 shot, and in my mind, I even said it out loud, I think, I'm gonna hit a 100-yard shot. And I hit it, Voice Caddie, 99 yards. So that was awesome.
Like trying to hit a 100-yard shot. Oh wait, there's a game on there. It'll tell you what to hit.
yards,
I'm trying to hit 100, hit 99. You can put a game on there.
I can think of 2 types of golfers that this could really benefit. Group number 1, Team Bryson. People in the gym, drinking protein shakes, chasing speed, chasing gains. But seriously though, if you're looking to add speed to your swing and maybe you're on a swing regimen or a training regimen and you want to measure that speed, this is the most economical way to do that. It also has practice mode, so you don't even need to hit a golf ball. So you can set it up in your backyard and take practice swings, and it's gonna measure your swing speed. The other person that could benefit from something like this is the golfer that's looking to dial in the yardages of their irons. If you got a new set of clubs and you've always wondered exactly how far you hit your irons, this would definitely help you with that. So the other person that can benefit from this is the golfer looking to extend their golf season. If you're like us, and if there's snow outside, this does work indoors or outdoors. So you need the launch monitor, a mat, and a net, and hopefully a spouse or living partner that is accepting of your weird habits. Give this a shot. The only other thing you could do with this, it would be super fun to get your buddies together, go to a driving range, and just smash some drivers and have a good long drive contest. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.